Hey guys, today's video I will be talking about Winter Storm Uri. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. I think most people pronounce it Winter Storm Uri, but you know what? I'm just going to say Uri because it sounds cooler. In any case, this storm is the probably going to be the most interesting storm that's going to occur for this entire winter season, that of all the winter storms that have impacted the U.S. Because, in particular, well, I mean, it's a pretty sore thumb, more or less, you could say. All of Texas, all of Oklahoma, all of Arkansas, almost all of Louisiana, almost all of Mississippi, almost all of Mississippi, almost all of Tennessee, almost all of Kentucky are under a winter storm warning. That's unbelievable. By the way, all of these alerts up here for the Central Plains and to the Northern Plains, the Upper Midwest, these are all winter. These are all These are all wind chill warnings, wind chill advisories. I believe this this light blue here is a wind chill advisory. Yeah, this is a wind chill advisory here in the kind of the teal blue. And then again, winter weather advisories, winter storm watches extend as well for this storm, all the way up towards the interior portions of northeast and northern New England and into the Ohio Valley and parts of the Great Lakes. This storm is literally going to be impacting so many people from the west and the Rocky Mountains down through, again, the South, Central, Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, Tennessee, just everyone, even up through all of the Mid-Atlantic, all of New England, all of the Northeast will be impacted by this storm. This is a very, very far-reaching, very just insane storm. I mean, it's unbelievable. Let's just zoom into the Houston area, because for one thing, it's just incredible that winter storm warning has just been put all the way down to the Gulf Coast there. Just I have never seen that before, truly, in all of my years of being interested in meteorology and weather. It's unbelievable. Houston, Galveston, all of these guys are under a winter storm warning. It's insane. Look at this. Houston, 1 to 2 inches. You know, even though Galveston, they're along the Gulf Coast, they'll see like, less than an inch, maybe up to an inch of snowfall. That's still they're so far south, and they don't see snow. They don't see accumulating snow all that often to the degree that they'd be under a winter storm warning because of just like around an inch or an inch or two of snow. And then, of course, extending farther north of Houston, 2 to 3, 4 to 6 inches of snowfall. That's insane. That far south of Texas, all the way down to the Texas coast along the Gulf, that they're getting like this kind of accumulation of snow. You do not see that at all that often. It's extremely rare. Let's go zoom into the Dallas area. The Dallas area. Here we go. Dallas. Let's see, where is it? Dallas, Fort Worth, 4 to 6 inches, and then just to their north and west, 4 to 6, 8 to 12 inches. I mean, it's insane. It's truly insane. And then here's these colors here: the pink, the kind of light orange, the yellow, the green, are showing the times of when the wintry weather will start for the areas. Dallas, Fort Worth looks to start around between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then this is for is this today? Yeah, this is today. Valentine's Day snowstorm 2021. That's what this is going to be called for these areas. It's truly insane. Honestly, that these areas are going to be seeing this kind of snowfall, and like I mean, it's really, there's like no words for just how insane this is. This far south areas. Let's zoom in. In fact, let's zoom in towards the New Orleans area. They're going to be seeing they're going to be seeing ice. That's their biggest thing. They're going to be seeing ice, and the New Orleans area looks to escape, I guess. It looks like New Orleans will escape the worst of it, though they're still under a wind chill watch, actually, for New Orleans, which is very interesting. There's a hard freeze watch in the darker blues, which I don't really see there, but then there's, again, the winter storm warning there. It's incredible. They're going to, just to the north and west of New Orleans, pretty much all of Louisiana could be seeing, in the red, they could be seeing 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of ice. That's the ice accumulation. That's pretty damn impactful, truly. That's going to be accumulating on the trees and everything. That's going to be really weighing down those tree branches, So, again, power outages will be quite likely, especially for the areas there. I mean, that's insane. Let's and by the way, for people living as well in the Northeast, New England, Mid-Atlantic, this storm will be impacting us in towards Tuesday. So, getting towards maybe later today or especially tomorrow, I would expect that, some areas, maybe winter storm warnings, and even portions of the in the central portions of the Mid-Atlantic, winter storm watches, maybe some like ice storm warnings, freezing rain advisories will be issued. I think for the New York City area, let's zoom in here, there's nothing really going on there yet per se, but going towards later today and especially tomorrow, I think maybe perhaps maybe freezing rain advisories will be issued for the area, the New York City Tri-State area, southwestern Connecticut, New York City, Long Island, northern New Jersey might go under a freezing rain advisory, maybe even an ice storm warning for portions of New Jersey, because I do believe that portions of New Jersey could be seeing some good amounts of ice accumulation. Let me see if they have that. Doesn't look like they have the ice. Oh, here, ice accumulation forecast. I had to change that there. Yeah, you can see here, they could be saying, nothing really towards the very southern New Jersey, but getting towards central northern New Jersey, they could be seeing some accumulations, 0.01 inches of ice accumulation, 0.16 inches of ice accumulation, 0.24 inches of ice accumulation, so even even when it's not, you're not seeing, a quarter to a half inch of ice accumulation, even if you're seeing, only like 0.1 inches of ice accumulation or even 0.01 inches of ice accumulation, that will still be quite impactful for areas. So, this winter storm system is really going to be impacting a lot of people in really, really dangerous ways, which just, again, it's not just the snow with this system. Again, it's the ice that's going to be really, most likely, definitely the biggest story for this system. And in fact, I went onto Twitter, by the way, and let me zoom this out, in fact, a bit. This is a meteorologist from News 12. This is my local news and weather station, and he's a great guy. He follows me on Twitter and everything. You guys should check him out if anyone, especially anyone living in the southwestern Connecticut, New York City area. You guys probably know him. You should definitely check him out on Twitter and everything. And again, here he's talking about the ice, the potential of ice accumulations for the storm on Tuesday from the system. And he says Connecticut may look like a glazed donut on Tuesday morning. He's kind of being funny there, but I mean, to be honest, it's going to be pretty kind of likely in a way for that to occur. Again, slippery roads with the ice for sure. Power outages, again, it's towards a medium risk at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if this goes up a good bit more. Freezing rain, obviously high risk. Black ice as well, medium risk. So again, this freezing rain potential and ice potential, it's again very, very a very, very real threat, very dangerous threat. Areas, if anyone living, including me, and living in the southern Fairfield, southern New Haven counties, they're forecasting, News 12 is forecasting a quarter of an inch of ice accumulation. Northern Fairfield, very northern New Haven County, and most of Litchfield County in Connecticut could see a quarter to a half inch of ice accumulation. So again, even the tenth to a quarter inch of ice will definitely cause some pretty big problems because a lot of these areas are still very wooded, very foresty areas, and of course, especially if you're in the a quarter to a half inch of ice area, these are very wooded, tree-ridden areas. So there's going to be a lot of problems with weighed down tree branches because of the ice. A lot of power outages, definitely for sure, will be possible with this system. So again, definitely, you really want to make sure you're prepared for this in any way possible. So, just to make sure that you don't potentially lose power or anything. So, again, this is a very, very real threat. Very, very interesting threat for sure, because just we don't really see this kind of threat whatsoever. Usually. So, I'll be showing you now the models, the GFS European CMC models. I'll be showing you generally the more broad view of the system since it's impacting such a large area. So I'll show you generally the whole continental United States for this system. Again, the system currently is down south here, impacting Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, again down through Louisiana, bringing snow, ice. We move this forward. Again, that snow and ice moves very far south. You can see reaches all the way again down towards the Gulf Coast, icing, snow, even heavy snowfall rates there. So again, the system will then continue to move towards the east and then up towards the mid-Atlantic, northeast, New England, bring some very real ice potential. The GFS shows mainly rain, heavy rain for, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York City area. I don't fully buy into that. I think the ice area will be extended farther south and last probably a good bit longer. So if you're looking at your your weather forecast, if you live in the New York City Tri-State area for the Tuesday time frame, because that's the day that the system will likely impact us the most. I think even though it's showing rain, particularly just like rain showers and rain occurring, I think it really most likely will be freezing rain and ice for a good majority of that. And then again, it will produce snow, potentially pretty heavy snow again for many areas throughout the northeast in northern New England, and then it moves out. And then, by the way, just once we get to Tuesday, again, it's too early to talk about this yet, per se, because it's not going to be impacting all that many people just yet. But as we get towards Tuesday, especially, I'll start talking about this next big cross-country system that will kind of take a very similar, if not almost identical track to this system that we're tracking currently. That will be impacting the same kind of general areas in the South-Central U.S., Southeastern U.S., the Deep South, up through the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast New England. So again, this is very, very interesting, very a crazy system that's going on. So let me show you what the GFS is showing generally for total snowfall accumulations. So again, here we go. This goes through, this is a bit too far out. There we go. Let's move it out to there through Wednesday. Again, it's showing, a few inches towards 8 inches, 7, 8 inches towards the Dallas area, 4 to 5 inches around the Dallas area. Down towards Houston, again, generally Houston will be seeing, less than an inch to around like an inch or two. Louisiana, again, we'll be seeing that icing. That's going to be the biggest issue for Louisiana. And then northern Louisiana, though, could be seeing some decent snowfall accumulations of around a half a foot, and then that half a foot snowfall mark will just extend very far to the north and east and extend all the way towards the Ohio Valley, Kentucky, Tennessee, up through the interior portions of the Northeast and New England, bringing, again, up towards a foot of snowfall in some places, especially in northern portions of New York State, into very northern portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. And then again, farther south towards southern New England, the icing and the freezing rain, the ice will be that will be the biggest story for those areas. So again, that's going to be a very, very disruptive, damaging system for a lot of areas. And then again, once we get towards Tuesday, I'll start talking about that next big cross-country system that also looks to be pretty much doing like the exact same track almost to this system. So it's very, very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting for sure. Now let's show you what the European model is showing for this system. Let's change it to the European model. Now, the European model, again, it shows here's the system bringing snow again to Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, down through Louisiana, and the Deep South will be getting in on it pretty soon. Moves to the south again, brings some snow all the way down to the Gulf Coast, as you can see right there. Look, all the way down to the Texas Gulf Coast. Snow. It's Houston, seeing snow. Louisiana, icing, snow, rain. It's going to be a mess in those areas. The European moves it farther, moves the system again by the time we get to Tuesday towards the northeast, mid-Atlantic, New England. Icing, pretty much icing is going to be the biggest story. Let's quickly zoom in at this. Oh, whoops. Let's zoom it in here to the northeast U.S. so I can give you a closer look on that area. Here we go. And again, look at this. There's the icing, the rain. I think the European model, again, the European model showing the rain, just plain rain, heavy rain for New York City, southern Connecticut, Long Island, New Jersey. I think, though, that icing area, this is that orangey pink kind of color. I think that will extend a bit farther south towards to include New York City and Long Island, southern Connecticut, northern New Jersey. Because, again, you can see here, it's kind of like right there. That icing is like right there along New York City, Connecticut, northern New Jersey, Long Island. So, again, I think this system will be bringing decently significant icing problems to even New York City Tri-State area and Connecticut, and just, you know, those general areas. Very, very interesting, very, very damaging, for sure. Here's the, you know what, let me zoom out here, and just give you the national look of the Northeast, of the, the U.S., for the European model. And again, it shows heavy snowfall here. For Texas, again, shows generally Dallas, again, around 4, 5, 6, 7 inches, even up towards, again, that foot mark as I was showing you on the National Weather Service map, up towards that 8 to 12 inches towards the north and west of Dallas. Again, that area of even heavier snowfall to the north and west of Dallas. Even down towards Houston, the Gulf Coast, again, around an inch to up towards 2, 3 inches of snowfall there. Even into Louisiana, that general, like, 1 inch of snowfall extends pretty far to the, down towards the south, towards the Louisiana Gulf Coast as well. But then again, northern Louisiana could be seeing 4, 5, 6, even up towards very, very northern Louisiana could be seeing up towards, again, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches of snowfall. All of Arkansas will likely see upwards of half a foot of snowfall, between 6 to even 12 inches of snowfall. So again, very, very heavy snowfall. And then again, that 6+ inch footprint will extend all the way from Texas through Arkansas, Kentucky, northern Mississippi, southern Missouri, up through southern Illinois, central and southern Indiana, through Ohio into the a good bit of the Ohio Valley into, again, northern portions of the Northeast and New England, where half foot to foot of snowfall is widespread. Again, this is going to be dropping a very, very heavy footprint, a very heavy snowfall in a very widespread area. And then as well as with the icing area that it will bring, it will also be pretty widespread. So again, this is, again, I cannot really stress this enough at how just truly incredible and dangerous this particular winter storm system for the U.S. will be for so many people. And now let's show you what the CMC model, the Canadian model, is showing for this system. Let's change this back to, where is it? Here, precipitation type rate. Let's change this to the CMC model and show you what the CMC model is showing for this system. And again, just like the European and GFS models showing is snow going on for Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, even freezing rain, those frozen sleet, freezing rain areas, even down towards Louisiana as well for this system. And then again, it shows the system bringing the snow and freezing precipitation very far south into Texas, towards the Texas Gulf Coast, again towards Houston. That freezing rain and snow, again, extends very far to the east in Louisiana. That snow in northern Louisiana. And then it brings, again, let's zoom this in. Let's zoom the CMC model in, oh, Jesus Christ, in towards the Northeast. And let me show you what it's showing for the Northeast here. Christ. Here we go. So again, here's that rain, freezing rain, snow. It comes in, again, there's that freezing rain, again, for the New York City Tri-State area, Connecticut, northern New Jersey, generally New Jersey, and then it brings, again, there's all that freezing rain. Again, I think, again, CMC, European, GFS, I think all the models are getting that warmer air of getting just plain rain towards the New York City, Long Island, Tri-State area, Connecticut areas, that warm air, just plain rain area, just moving it too far to the north and along the coast. I think that freezing rain area will particularly be extending even towards the coast there of Connecticut, New York City, all those areas. So again, it's just it's going to be a big mess Tuesday of all that wintry weather. Just it's going to be a big problem for so many areas. Now let's show you what the CMC model is showing for total snowfall for this system, for just from the central U.S. all the way through the Northeast. There we go. Let's move it to there. And again, like the European and GFS models we're showing, Texas towards the Dallas area, northern Texas, again, around 4, 5, 6 inches, around half a foot to even greater than half a foot in very northern Texas in some areas. So again, very, very impactful wintry system for Texas, even down again towards the Gulf Coast there, towards Houston, around an inch, 1 to 2 inches. even 3 inches potentially towards Houston. Let's see, again, 1, 2, maybe even 3 inches in some spots in Houston. And then again, northern Louisiana could be seeing, a good 2, 3, 4, 5 inches of snowfall in some areas, maybe even higher amounts according to the European and GFS model. So again, Louisiana could also be seeing some pretty decently heavy snowfall. And then again, towards the eastern and southern coast of Louisiana, the Gulf Coast of Louisiana, its biggest problem will be the icing and really the extreme cold weather there, even for Louisiana. That's also going to be a huge thing that's going to be accompanying this system, is the extreme cold air that's going to be going extremely far south and will bring very, very cold temperatures, even as far south as towards, again, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, all of the eastern U.S., pretty much all the central U.S., and then even northern and central Florida, I think we'll be seeing some much, much colder than normal temperatures. Of course, as usual with these kinds of really big, even these really big Arctic outbreaks of temperatures, southern Florida will escape it and stay generally quite warm, and generally where they generally typically are this time of year, where they're still in the 70s and 80s, So, again, it's just, this is an extreme system, to be honest. In all accounts. So again, that as I said, that 6-inch plus footprint of snowfall will extend very far to the north through the Ohio Valley, from Texas through the Ohio Valley into the interior portions of the Northeast and northern New England. So again, this is just a very, very impactful system. Really hope you guys are staying safe. If people watching my channel are even from, again, by the way, people watching my channel, if any of you are from, the central U.S., the South-Central U.S., and those areas experiencing those much colder than normal temperatures, that's snowfall that you guys typically don't, heavy snowfall in particular that you guys typically don't really are used to and typically don't see, really definitely comment below on like what you guys are thinking about this, how crazy this is, and as well people living around my area in the Northeast New England, and comment below on what you guys are thinking about this system and how crazy this icing potential could be, and just what the effects of this system could be for your area. This system is going to be just a truly, truly insane wintry system for this time of year. Just bringing like all these crazy impacts of heavy snow to very far southern areas in the U.S. that don't typically see this kind of snowfall whatsoever, and especially heavy snowfall at that. And then, of course, the icing potential, this big icing area of just a very, very widespread area, like the heavy snowfall area, impacting very, very large amount of people, and including people even in the deep South-Central U.S. that don't typically see at all any kinds of wintry precipitation that to this level, and even to like any level really. So again, this is just a truly insane system, and really hope you guys are going to stay safe with this system. If you're being impacted by this system right now, especially in the South-Central U.S., the deep south, and then as well in the future towards Tuesday when it will impact the Northeast New England areas, people living in the Northeast New England, I really hope you guys are going to stay safe with this system. Take any precautionary actions necessary for the potential of, again, this heavy snowfall if you live in the more interior, very northern regions of the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic New England, and even if you live towards the coastline of the Northeast New England, Mid-Atlantic, where you'll be seeing that icing, that more of that icing potential and that icing problem. Make sure you take, definitely those people being impacted by the icing in the Northeast New England, definitely you want to take as much precautionary action as possible to make sure you're safe and your house is safe, you don't lose power, and all of your all of your cars and everything are safe from the ice, so they don't get so let's say tree branches. The tree branches, of course, will be weighed down a lot, so you definitely want to move all your cars into garages or somewhere much safer than just out in your driveway where they potentially could get smashed on their windshield. Their windshields could break. Your cars could get totaled from falling branches because of how heavy the ice could be, weighing down those branches of the trees. And even entire trees could fall from this icing, especially, of course, again, in the deep South-Central, but even the Northeast New England, since a lot of the areas in the Northeast New England are very wooded areas, very foresty areas. A lot of trees could come down because of this icing. So again, I really hope you guys, everyone being impacted by the system, will take the true precautionary actions as possible to stay as safe as possible with the system. If you're, again, even if you're being impacted by the snow, if you're being impacted by the icing, just take whatever precautionary actions you deem necessary to stay safe from these really, truly damaging effects from the system. So again, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you truly found this informative, interesting, and if you did, again, please consider liking the video down below. Comment down below on what you guys are thinking about this system and how crazy this system's effects are for your area. And as well, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you're a first-time viewer of my channel and you like this kind of weather content, these kind of weather videos, please consider subscribing down below. And as well, if you're already subscribed, make sure those notifications for my channel are still on so you get, again, daily updates for big weather systems, because this week will also be very, very busy for my channel. I'll be putting out many videos for I'll be continuing putting out more videos for this system going into tomorrow, and then going towards Tuesday, Wednesday, and even maybe Thursday. I'll be putting out more weather update videos on this next big cross-country system that could take a pretty similar, if not almost identical track to this system that's occurring now. So again, this is going to be a very, very active weather week for wintry weather of all kinds for the U.S. So again, make sure those notification settings are on for my channel to get daily updates for these systems. So again, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider liking the video down below, comment down below, subscribe as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.